Hey Jason, here from Simply Swider. So if your washer isn't spinning and your clothes are coming out soaking wet, don't worry. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix it. Good news is, most of these spinning issues you can tackle yourself without dropping a few $100 on a service call. Before we get started, if you run into any questions, jump into our Facebook group. Links in the description. We've got thousands of people helping each other fix their appliances, and I pop in there daily to help out. All right, so first up, and this is huge, we're looking at your lid switch or door lock latch. Now, here's the thing, these little safety mechanisms are what tell your washer it's okay to start spinning. On top loaders, you've got a lid switch. Front loaders use a door lock latch. Same job, different spot. Here's how you know if it's busted. When you close that lid or door, listen for a click. No click. That's your problem right there. I had this customer last month who swore her washer was dead. Turns out the lid switch wasn't making contact anymore. Simple 15-minute fix saved her a $200 service call. To test it properly, you'll need a multimeter and a screwdriver to access the control panel. This takes about 10 minutes. Set your multimeter to continuity mode and test the switch terminals. If there's no continuity when the switch is pressed, that part needs replacement. These usually run anywhere from 20 to $200 depending on your model. Next thing we're checking is that drive belt. This rubber belt is what actually powers the spinning action in your washer. When it stretches out, breaks, or just slides off the pulley, you're not spinning anything. Now, I gotta tell you, this is probably 70% of the Whirlpool spinning problems I see. Don't ask me why, but those Whirlpool belts seem to give up the ghost more than others. Here's your dead giveaway. If you smell burning rubber coming from your washer, that belt's probably toast. First, unplug your washer. Safety first. Then remove the back panel with a screwdriver. Look for three things. Is the belt still on the pulleys? Are there cracks or fraying? Does it feel loose when you press it? Sometimes the belt just slipped off and you can pop it right back on by rotating the larger pulley while guiding the belt into place. Other times it's stretched out like a rubber band and needs replacing. Good news though, if your washer's still under warranty, Whirlpool will send you a free replacement belt. Parts usually run 20 to $80 if you're buying it yourself. Moving on to drainage issues, and yeah, drainage and spinning problems go hand in hand. When that drain pump gets clogged up with lint, coins, or whatever else falls out of pockets, your washer can't finish the spin cycle properly. Listen for this. If your washer is making a humming sound during spin, but the drum isn't moving, that's usually a drain pump crying for help. I remember this guy who called me about his Samsung front loader. Thing would hum like crazy but wouldn't spin. Turned out he had a whole collection of hair ties and lint blocking the pump. Cleared it out, boom, back to normal. Here's your action plan. First, unplug the washer and locate the small access panel at the bottom front. Open it up and you'll see the drain pump. It looks like a small round filter. Twist it counterclockwise to remove it, then rinse out any lint, coins, or debris under running water. If cleaning doesn't solve it, test the pump motor with your multimeter for continuity. If it's electrically fried, you're looking at anywhere from 30 to 350 for a replacement depending on your model. Let's talk about motor couplings. This little connector between your motor and transmission takes a beating over the years. Here's what happens when it goes bad. Your motor runs fine, but nothing spins. It's like having a car where the engine runs, but the wheels don't turn. Here's a pro diagnostic tip. Broken couplings leave evidence. Check the floor around your washer for small black rubber pieces or white plastic fragments. Also, try this test. If your washer agitates but won't spin, or if the motor runs but the drum doesn't move at all, that's a classic motor coupling failure. That's your smoking gun right there. This is actually one of the easier fixes if you're handy with tools. Pop off that access panel, locate the coupling between the motor and transmission, and swap it out. These things are cheap too, usually 10 to $50. Just can't be repaired once they're broken, so replacement's your only option. Here's where things get a bit more serious. Drive motor problems. This motor provides all the muscle to spin that drum, so when it goes bad, you're dead in the water. I saw a Reddit post about a Maytag Bravos that would start spinning slow, make horrible noises, then just quit. Could be the motor, could be the transmission. They work together so closely that when one fails, it usually takes the other with it. To diagnose a bad motor, listen during the spin cycle. If you hear humming but no movement, or if the drum's barely turning, that motor might be on its way out. Testing for continuity with a multimeter will tell you for sure. Let me be straight with you. This repair gets expensive fast. Motors cost $100, 500, plus you're looking at 3 hours of work that requires lifting heavy components. On washers over 7 years old, this repair might cost more than buying a new machine. Consider getting a second opinion before proceeding. Last on our list is transmission problems, and honestly, this is where most people call someone like me. The transmission works with that drive motor to actually turn the drum, so when it goes bad, you'll know it. Listen for grinding, rattling, or whining sounds during operation. I had this customer with an LG front loader making these horrible grinding noises. She thought maybe it was just a clogged drain pump, but when I got there, that transmission was completely shot. These units are built tough, but after years of heavy loads and constant use, they can fail. Here's the thing about transmission repairs. They're complex and the parts aren't cheap. You're looking at 100 to 250 for the part, plus it's buried deep in the washer. Sometimes it makes more sense to replace the whole unit than fix the transmission. Now you can see on the screen right now some of the most commonly affected models for these spinning issues. We're looking at various Whirlpool top loaders, Samsung front load units, and several LG models displayed here. The Whirlpool models shown tend to have drive belt problems more than others. Don't ask me how I know that. Those Samsung units you see are notorious for drain pump clogs, especially if you've got hard water. The LG models displayed here usually give you transmission issues after about 8 to 10 years of heavy use. Here's your monthly washer maintenance checklist to prevent these problems. Clean the drain filter and detergent dispenser every 30 days. Use only 2 tablespoons of HE detergent. More isn't better and causes soap buildup. Always distribute clothes evenly around the drum before starting and stick to 3/4 capacity maximum. Your washer needs room to move clothes around effectively. I know it's tempting to cram everything in, but your washer will thank you for smaller loads. If you guys know someone who's having appliance troubles, please send them the link to this video or a link to my channel, where I have tons of other videos showing how to fix pretty common issues with appliances, sometimes for free or as little cost as possible. It sure beats having a repairman come out and spending several hundred for them to fix it when it could be something so simple. If this helped you get your washer spinning again, hit that like button and drop a comment below. Let me know which fix worked for you. Really helps other people with the same problem. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We'll get this out to more folks who need to save some time and money. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.